Hi guys, welcome to my channel. We'll be making a Halloween centerpiece. You will need witch legs, spider web, fillers, foam balls in different sizes, scissors, wooden sticks or skewers, wide ribbon, deco mesh, 6.5 inches, pipe cleaners, foam circle, and a cauldron where you put, this will be your base, and an empty ribbon roll. And of course, hot glue and hot glue gun. So I put on some hot glue and I placed it right down the middle. Then I will be adding the foam circle onto the ribbon roll, and I place glue on there. Press down and make it as sturdy as you can. Then I grab the witch legs and I'm going to be cutting them because that's how I bought them. So I'll be cutting down the middle, and I'll be taking this off, and also where it hangs, and I won't be needing that. I will also be cutting that, which I also don't need. Do the same thing for the other leg. Just cut that right off. Then I'm gonna make sure to find that spot where I want the skewer to be, and I position them how I want them to pop out. So I began to cut a small slit into the leg, and that's where I will place the wooden skewer. Since these are really floppy and lopsided, I don't really like that, so what I did is I put the wooden skewers to make it a little sturdier for me, and it'll be easier to put onto the foam circle. So I did that also to the other leg. Same thing. And see, much more sturdier, and they're not flimsy at all. So I'm placing them right in the middle, and I poked the hole in there, and I'll be placing the other one on the other side as well. And I poke the other hole right down the middle, and I have my two witch legs. And to get these more secured, what I'm going to do here is that I am going to be adding hot glue. Make sure you put a generous amount, that way they stay in place. Here is where I get my foam circle. One is about 5 inches and the other one is 4 inches, and then I have another one that is 3 and then 2 inches. What I do is that I put on my foam circle in place where I want it to be, and I do add hot glue, and make sure you put a generous amount. You don't want them to be falling all over the place, so make sure you do secure those foam balls in place. I use the foam balls just to make a small illusion that there may be like the bubbles in the cauldron. So that's why I did put the foam balls onto my cauldron. I added these foam balls because it kind of made like an illusion that whatever was in the cauldron was brewing or boiling, so that's why I added those. Then you will be adding your spider web. You could use any spider web that you had. I had this green one that I kind of thought was cool, and it also glows in the dark, so I thought that was really cool. So I am adding some hot glue onto the foam balls, and I'm placing the spider webbing onto it. And I'm trying to spread this spider web around it, adding more hot glue onto the balls. Move around and tuck everything into place. Stretch your web and make sure you don't see much of the foam balls at all. It's time to take out your deco mesh. What I do here is I cut strips about 6 inches long. I usually know from like the size of my hand, and that's where I begin to cut. You could cut as many as 10, 11, 12, as many that you need to cover your whole cauldron. And I used black and I used orange because I just thought maybe that those would be some matching colors that I really wanted onto my centerpiece. So here's the fun part. You grab your piece of deco mesh, and what you want to do is make like a roll, like if you're doing a taco or a burrito type of thing. And there it goes. You have one piece, and then you grab your second piece. And you want to make sure you put it down the middle, like if you were making an X. Then grab your pipe cleaner. And what you want to do is use your pipe cleaner to tie both of your deco mesh pieces together. And you do is twist, twist, and twist. And there you have your little deco mesh curling. You're also going to do the same thing with the black. So you want to roll, grab your second piece of deco mesh, and roll again. And place that next to the other one and down the middle and make the X shape. Use your pipe cleaner, place it in the middle, and twist, twist, twist. So we're going to add our first piece of deco mesh onto our cauldron. You want to add the hot glue onto your pipe cleaner and try to hold it into place. I attach it right into the cauldron. Make sure to be careful because it gets really hot with the hot glue. So what I do is I wait just a little bit before I put my fingers to hold it into place onto the edge of the cauldron. So you stick the other one and hold it in place. And we're going to do this same thing all around, and I alternate the colors, black, orange, and so on. If you like this video, make sure you like and subscribe to my channel. I have lots of DIYs on home decor and party decorations. Now we are almost done. Make sure you take a good look around it and that there are no gaps. And if there are, you could also just add more of the deco mesh inside. Now we're going to be moving on to our bow. Here I have wired ribbon. And what I like about this ribbon is the color and the patterns. It was like a Halloween type of pattern that I liked. And you could choose any color or pattern that you'd like to make the bow. So what I do here is that I will be finding out how big of a bow that I want onto my centerpiece. And what I do is I fold it and I see if that's the size that I want it, and I saw that it was small, so I made it a little bigger, and that's kind of the size that I want. And what I'm going to do here is that I am going to go ahead and fold it over. And what you're going to do is fold that one side, then fold the other, and we're gonna flip, fold, flip, and then fold again. flip, and fold. Once again, these are the as many as loops that you want. So this is how many that I want. I don't want too many of the loops, but if you do like all of the loops, you could fold and flip as many as you can. So I thought that I liked it about right there. So I will be cutting that part. And those are your loops. I did 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 or so. And I'll fold it right down the middle. And that's how I find out the middle. I just fold it. And there I will be placing my pipe cleaner. Fold it. And then add your pipe cleaner onto the middle. And then we're going to use the pipe cleaner to secure everything in place. Make sure it's tight enough. You don't want them to be falling apart. So twist your pipe cleaner around. And this is where it gets a little tricky. You want to pull apart your loops. So I pull one side, and then I will open the other loop onto the other side. And then I have another loop that is as is, so that's okay. And then I go to the other side and you pull apart. And then you'll pull apart another loop that was underneath that one. So here what I'm doing is I'm playing around with it. Make sure you want to position it where you want it to and that it has the shape of the bow that you'd like. So now that you've found the style of bow that you like, make sure you grab that pipe cleaner and tie it around the cauldron's handle. And just twist and twist. And I push that underneath so you can't see. And then put the bow in the position that you like. Now that you've seen your centerpiece and you like the position everything's in, then I will be adding my filler balls. These I got at Dollar Tree. They had the orange and the black, and I like that combination, so I decided to put those onto my centerpiece. All you need is a little bit of glue and just add them onto your spider web. My spider web came with the spider, so I will be adding that spider onto my centerpiece as well. And there we go. You completed your Halloween witch centerpiece. I hope you enjoy making this beautiful Halloween centerpiece, and I hope it inspires you to make your own. Thanks for watching. For more home and party decorations, please